We're joined now by Anjem Chowdhury of Islam for UK and by Majid Nawaz from the counter-extremism think tank, the Quilliam Foundation. I see in your statement today that this decision, in your judgment, is a victory for Islam and for Muslims. How does that work?
Well, absolutely, because if you believe in something, then it should be good for all times and places. The government advocate democracy and freedom. Supposedly their own soldiers are dying for freedom and democracy in Afghanistan, and yet when we expose their foreign policy, as we did with the mere suggestion of having a procession in wooden basket, suddenly you find that freedom dissipates and you have dictatorship.
Will you be appealing against this decision?
We don't appeal because we don't believe it's allowed to appeal to man-made laws. We have had the most support we've ever had. We have been inundated with calls and emails from Muslims and non-Muslims to say that they support us. And quite frankly, they're disgusted by the government, who on the one hand advocate freedom and democracy, but when it comes to people wanting to practice their own views under their own law, suddenly that becomes the
BBC.
At the end of the day, at the end of the right to speak, at the end of the day,
you're being given the right to defend yourself.
That this is a very
How's the campaign to move Britain over to Sharia law coming along?
Well, this is in the hands of God. We do our best to propagate Islam. Well, of course it is. I think many people will see that democracy and freedom is no good for the British, no good for Afghanistan, and in fact, we need an alternative. And like man-made law, the Sharia is not something which gives you a right today to take it away tomorrow. It's good in all times and places.
Yeah, sir, to make this an issue of freedom and democracy is absurd. Anjem, you haven't had a hair on your body touched by this government or this country. You haven't spent a day in prison. You haven't suffered one bit for your views. You're allowed to sit here right now because of freedom and democracy. In your so-called caliphate, you'd have me killed, wouldn't you? Am I an apostate that deserves death?
Well, I mean, obviously, Majid Nawaz is part of an apostate organisation called Foundation. It is paid by Alan Johnson and Gordon Brown to say what you say.
How many thousands of pounds a year do you get on
this man gets £2 million.
Look, he's asked you two questions. Firstly, under your caliphate, he would be executable, would he?
He would be judged by an Islamic judge.
If I'm judged an apostate by a Sharia court judge, will I be executed?
You know very well that you have left the deen of al-Islam because you side with the enemies of Islam against Muslims. Who understands with them is one of the
You're not going to answer the question.
Well, that's a ridiculous question. He knows the answer.